one and all. Welcome back to yet another video. So if you guys remember earlier this month, probably mid-March, I don't know, I recently made a video that I was gonna do a new segment called Guilty Pleasure. Um, Technically speaking, they're sort of like hilariosity reviews inspired from Chris Stuckman, YouTuber, because I feel like there's not enough anymore out. Then Stuckman's not doing it anymore specifically. I thought, why not just bring my own take and just call it Guilty Pleasure? Doesn't have to be a movie that I like, doesn't have to. It can be a movie that I don't like, but I can see it being a guilty pleasure. But for the most part, there probably will be movies that I like anyway, but I can understand they're bad, feeling guilty talking about them, but at the same time having the pleasure to talk about them, whether the movies I like or I don't like. Just thought, why not keep a negative reception just for that segment? But back in that video, I said that I was going to do another segment. Again, I don't know how much I'm going to do this segment. This and the guilty pleasure segment, I probably won't do as much as my regular movie reviews, particularly classics anyway. But the guilty pleasure segment, I'll probably do much more than this segment anyway. Um, I have another segment that I was going to announce next month, but since I'll be going away, which I'll talk later on in a bit in this short video, I'm going to do a new segment as well called Re-Reviews. Yes, so basically I look back on some movies that I've talked about already on my YouTube channel, but I feel like I need to have a re-look at, whether it was a movie that I didn't really like all that much, but want to talk about again. It'll more likely just be movies that I um like now, because I do like to keep this a positive YouTube channel, because that's my style. I've been wanting to do that since the beginning of my YouTube channel. I know I had it somewhere, but um a couple years ago I kind of sort of lessened down the negativity side of things a nudge, not a lot, but but thanks to my guilty pleasure segment, you know and there's also something else I'd like to talk about, but we'll get to that in a little bit. So all the Spider-Man movies are getting re-released, so Spider-Man 3 in particular is one I'd like to discuss. So all the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man films are getting released. The Andrew Garfield Amazing Spider-Man movies are getting re-released, and the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies, particularly the three standalone movies. Not too sure if the I think it's just the live action ones, so I don't know if it's got anything to do with the Venom or Spider-Verse movies. I think it's just the live action. Um, just those 8 Spider-Man movies in particular. So Spider-Man 3 will be included in that segment. And also, Star Wars, The Phantom Menace, is going to be 25 years old this year. It is going to get another re-release. So maybe they'll also re-release some of the Star Wars movies, because May in particular is the Star Wars month, you know. So The Phantom Menace and Revenge of the Sith are the 2 Star Wars movies in particular, probably just those 2 anyway, because modern Star Wars now these days is kind of toxic. But, you know, and maybe some other stuff, but those are just like the only 3 movies: Spider-Man 3, Phantom Menace, and Revenge of the Sith. Those 3 movies in particular I want to talk about. And perhaps there'll be other movies here and there, but I'm not really too sure yet. But I will keep you guys updated anyway, because I love updating you guys, because, questions are a thing now these days. So my re-review segment, I think it's gonna be a rare thing that I might do. I mean, my guilty pleasure, I'll definitely do more, but my regular movie reviews to mostly positive movies and my horror segment, they'll still be called movie reviews. They're not going to be called Halloween specials. They'll just be called movie reviews still, even though they'll have Halloween special in the opening of the videos. But still, though, they're still regular movie reviews, none of the less. And also my Christmas reviews, even though they're Christmas specials, they're still called movie reviews. Um, because re-reviews are still technically movie reviews. They're just revisits, second opinions, third, fourth opinions, or just re-look at, re-reviews. Guilty Pleasure, though, technically is a movie review, but it's also a movie that I just wanted to discuss why I think it's guilty pleasure and why I think it's, bad, but can be entertaining at the same time as well. So, because if I'm not gonna do modern movie reviews all the time, guys, these sort of two segments, my guilty pleasure, my re-reviews, could be my backup, and possibly something else that comes to my mind that maybe isn't movie related. I don't know. May possibly a game review, but I don't know. I will update you guys anyway. Um, maybe something else from my childhood. I don't know. But another thing I'd like to talk to you guys is about Letterboxd. I have started sharing my Letterboxd since the beginning of the of this year. I'm starting to use my Letterboxd more if I can find it on my phone. Yeah, Letterboxd is like a good diary. So this is my Letterboxd account here, right there. So um, I'm not really gonna share this. So I'll share it on my I'll link it on my YouTube channel anyway. It'll be the only like social media thing I'll link with anyway. Because it's not really a place you're supposed to interact anyway, unless you're writing something. But I've done a couple of reviews based on someone else's opinion, which I might delete. I might write something for myself. I don't know, but for me, I just want to log stuff in and you know, you know, at least all the movies that I've seen before, and I started this year, um, um, starting to log in movies within a year. How many movies I've watched this year? So far, I've watched 62 so far this year on my Letterboxd account. There will be new releases here and there. So I've seen the new Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. I don't want to review that movie, but just in case you're wondering, guys, that movie's alright, I think. I'd say it's about on the same level as Ghostbusters 2, but maybe I might like Ghostbusters 2 better because I like that more than some people do. Because if you ever seen the Critical Drink, because underrated sequels video, Ghostbusters 2 was on there, and mm, although I may not like as much as he does, I think that one's alright too. But um, but I will still log it in anyway, even if I don't review the movie. I don't expect me to review every movie that I log in because I tend to log stuff in anyway because I just feel like it's just a good way to communicate. Okay, I've seen this, yada yada, and I am using my advice where from my film books. Where do I have them? Yeah, they're called Guide to Films. I have like two books of them, and what they do is they recommend films 4 stars and 5 stars, and that is what I'm doing. I'm also including 4.5 as well. So they're the only like ratings that I'm giving. And if you guys are aware, um, I'm only giving the ratings on the channel. A minus, A and A plus. I've done the A plus for a while. Um, and I feel like those are equivalent to 4 stars and 5 stars. So they're the only ratings that I'm doing on my Letterboxd. So I will share my letterbox in the description in every video from now on. If you'd like to follow me on Letterboxd, please do so. That would be great. Um, I don't interact on there. I mean, I've done a couple of reviews based on my um mum's opinion on certain couple of movies. Thelma and Louise, I've watched the first time. It's one of her favorites. And then a couple of other movies. But I'll try to do it at least for myself. I mean, I don't do many lists because I don't enjoy ranking lists. But the only public lists I've made is older films that I've seen re-released. That's only if I ever get a chance to. Phantom Menace. I remember s- seeing it in 3D when I was like 11 or something. Wow. When they did a 3D re-release, and they're doing another re-release. God help me, I'm old. But follow me if you like. If not, then fine. You know, I'll still share it anyway. But it's up to you. I don't care. But what I really like about Letterboxd um is that if you go to your um guide right here, and if you change up the genres, particularly the horror one in particular. Look at that. Isn't that cool? So when you go to the horror section in Letterboxd, it literally shows blood dripping down. Like, what else can you want more than that? I mean, Letterboxd has been pretty unique when it comes to sharing this stuff. But go if you have a Letterboxd account, then feel free to follow me there. I'm not gonna discuss more. You can look at it for yourself. If you're on Letterboxd, you probably know the drill anyway. But that's just a wee small update on basically that I have a Letterboxd account and my new segment. But there you go, guys. Um, as always, comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are, guys. Let me know below. Let's have a great discussion down there. Um, Speaking of which, guys, as I said earlier, I'm gonna be away next week because I'm off to see some family, and I'm also going to London. Well, I wasn't born in London, but I was born near London. Well, I was born in Essex, so um so hopefully at some point in April I will start bringing some more movie reviews, guys, and some classics, and we'll go from there. But I'm due to be back um on the 5th of April, so um keep in mind. But as always, please feel free to comment, subscribe, and notify that bell before you leave. And as always, until my next video, I shall see you then, and peace.